Heyo everybody, Haku here with this week's live reaction or read-through for Ichi the Witch. I am very excited to get into this one. We're starting Volume 5 with Chapter 35, and this, I feel like my read-throughs are settling into like a 30-minute to an hour range, generally. So that's what I'll do for this. It might be closer to 30 minutes than to an hour because I'm running behind this week, but if they're kind of longish, I'll do like 3 maybe, but if they're like really short because we have action or a lot of big art set pieces, then I'll try to do 4 or 5. There are 9 chapters in this volume, so if I'm reading volume 5, if I could read 4 or 5 this week and 4 or 5 next week, we could do volume 5 in 2 weeks, or if I just do 3, and 3, 3 weeks we'll do volume 5. But either way, I'm enjoying it a lot. We left off with Ichi sealing Gokuraku's movements, and that was such a good fight. Like, the choreography was incredible. That was so well done. So yeah, mangaka, the author and artist, they both have done an incredible job. That was so good. And I guess that means, we have other things going on with this conflict, but what I'm expecting now is some sort of visualization of Gokuraku playing his part now in the trial and having to overcome all of this stored sadness. And it's going to be weird after all of that. I mean, I guess we already have Uroro, who we didn't even see any last read through, I don't think. We already have him, but it's going to feel weird after all that Bakugami has done, having Bakugami just hanging around as a magic, probably in like more of a cute tapir form, but also it's like how would Ichi particularly use Bakugami? We'll see how things go though. And also Bakugami would have a different name probably, right, like they usually do once it's acquired. But either way, I think that's where we're going. And I mentioned running late. I was hoping to do this video, like record it earlier in the week and then just post it on noon Friday. That's generally what I'm hoping for read-throughs, is prepare them ahead of time, post them around noon, just because that's when most people watch my videos, so I feel like that's a good time to post things, and also it helps to try to be consistent. So that's what I want to try to do, but it will go how it will go. This week, though, I am not only not recording ahead of time, I'm not recording until 5 p.m. Friday. Like 5 p.m. Friday itself. But that's generally the idea. And I'm thinking this, again, I want to try to get consistent. This won't be on Friday every week. I'm going to try to do manga read-throughs on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, though. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, at some point during the week, I will try to do Ichi the Witch, unless occasionally I might take a week off here and there. Maybe something else comes up, like a new Killing Bites chapter or something else monthly. Or maybe just something happens in life and I have to take a week off from Ichi the Witch that week. But generally Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. I'm not sure which it'll usually land on. It just happens to be Friday this week, because I already did the other 2 manga I'm doing weekly, and I didn't want to just do another one of those and leave Ichi the Witch without a read-through this week. And, of course, I wanted to do Ichi the Witch this week. But I feel like, I don't know, Ichi the Witch gives me more Monday or Wednesday vibes, so I might do it earlier next week. We'll see how things end up. But generally, that's my thoughts on when these will be, at least until we catch up. And then again, when we're caught up, we can readjust then. It's like, do we stay weekly and just do shorter videos for the 1 chapter? Or do I take more weeks off just to let more chapters build up and just do, read-throughs here and there, letting 2 or 3 chapters build up? We'll see how things go though. Either way, I just wanted to update you on the plans. So sometime Monday, Wednesday, Friday, nearly weekly. Like, if I do take 1 week off, I probably won't take a second week off. At least not until we're caught up, since we're so far behind already. But that's the plan. That's the idea here. Either way, let's start off reading with the 35th Hunt, Atone. And we see Irichia at the palace, quick diagram, running, Kumugi, chasing guards and citizens, rampaging tapir versus Descaras, Bakugami's altar, Bakugami versus Ichi versus Gokuraku Berserk. Is something the matter? And we have Irichia. Lady Irichia, there's been a disturbance in town. I'm told the wanted criminals are on a rampage. But don't worry, it's perfectly safe here in the palace. Gokuraku. Master Deskaras, I can't do this anymore, especially since Uruashi vanished. The crowd is going to catch me, I know it. I love Kumugi. That's why I keep Then again, I love Kumugi, but I adore Ichi. I think Gokuraku is great too if he sticks around. I don't know if Gokuraku is just going to be an arc character here that might show up occasionally in the future, or if Gokuraku will actually stick around. Like, at first, he seemed like he might be somebody that would stick around, like, with the main cast. But I don't know if he'll be main cast anymore, just because he has so many connections here with his sister and everything, that I don't know if he'll end up staying here after this arc. But Deskaras is probably my favorite character. This way, keep looking. Plus, the citizens are helping too. Sorry, Mugi, but I need you to keep playing decoy for her a bit yet. Do what you can to lure everyone closer to the palace. The palace, why? Damage to the town should be minimal, since I've got it pinned here, but the further we can get people away from it, the safer. You have it pinned? You mean Bakugami? What in the world's happening over there? Well, yeah, I guess the best way to put it is, it's kind of a giant game of tug-of-war. And we have this sick looking dragon. I love how its like body is made of the rope. That's so cool. And I wonder if that's like, well, no, we kind of see a tail, so it's two-headed. I was gonna say if each end of the rope ends in a head, that'd be sick. But we kind of see a tail off in the background. And this is called Yatsukami. That's so cool looking. Protective barrier around the kingdom and all the roads to the capital is up. Formal request for backup to the Witches Association is sent. Oversized monochrome pig is tied up. I'd love to head over and give Ichi a hand, but I'm specifically disallowed from intervening. All I can do is let them handle it while I watch. But worst case, if Ichi looks like he's about to die, then I'm sorry, but I'll snag him and leave, even if it means scuttling the trial and causing collateral damage. The mud'll hate me for it, but if it's gotta be, then it's gotta be. If you don't want that to happen, you'd better win, Gokuraku. And we're seeing him in the spirit realm, essentially, like within the sadness. See? Another one, finished. How many are you going to make, One-sama? Oh, right, good point. We don't want to pluck too many. Sorry, I got carried away. I'm not nearly as dexterous with my hands as you are, but I can weave pretty flower crowns. Yeah, you made so many, coming to show me every time. You were like, look at what Mother taught me how to do. Mother? Mother? Huh? I did? Elder Sis? Oh dear. Rain. And we have all the sorrow raining down. What's that? Oh crap. And he starts to get, he starts to sink down into it. Elder Sister? One-sama! And his vision of her ages maybe into their mother. Mother? Irichia, you forgot all about me. Or I guess that's just the vision of her appearing, didn't you? Mother, I'm so sorry. You never bring flowers to my grave. I'm sorry. You never even visit it. I'm sorry, Mother, Irichia? Atone. And she's given a knife. One-sama, no, don't. And this is his biggest fear here. Oh, right. Elder Sister, Mother'd never say that. I have to do it properly. I have to properly atone for my sin, Mother. Do you think, do this and you'll forgive me, right? Thank you for granting me this opportunity. Please don't do it. Not that, anything but that. And I love how this panel is done. I don't want to say it's necessarily censored by his head, because you still see like the blood splatter and everything, but this is just such a cool way to visualize it, and how it's all like blowing toward him. And he's losing it in the sorrow. He sinks down. And again, I love how it's turning from like a field of flowers into this muck, and now into a body of deep dark water that he's sinking into. Enough. I don't want it anymore. And how the background between the panels has been just, again, this murky gray, like an ocean. Enough. I don't want any more. I don't want to see anything, hear anything, feel anything. My chest hurts so badly it feels like it's ripping itself apart. I don't want to hurt like this anymore. I don't want these feelings. I don't need them. I don't need anything. And then he notices a bit of light. Hey, Gokuraku, what's family like? Ah, man, that was such a good chapter. I like the recap. Again, we're starting a new volume. The little bit of a recap at the beginning, getting to check in with the other characters. Komugi was really funny. That 2-page spread with Deskaras's Yatsugami was so cool looking. That was so sick. And then this stuff with Gokuraku is what I was expecting. And it's really, really, really well done artistically. So yeah, great chapter. And all of that in one chapter too. Really great stuff. But either way, again, I'm going to try to do 3 to 5 chapters. So I loved that a lot. Got to talk about it as we were reading. Talked about it a little at the end. Let's continue on for now. And chapter 36 starts with a color page. Our trials will always be whimsical, fickle, and utterly unfair. That other human writhed in agony after only a sip of sorrow. Infusing 10 full years' worth into it all at once, no normal human could hope to tolerate that. Synchro, 20%, 30%. From the very start, I never intended for you to pass my trial. 40%. He's screaming. And we get, again, this fade into a color spread. We have him screaming, and then a more cutesy and less serious color spread here. Just taking it in. We see, again, I don't remember all of their names here. We have the little bell thing. I remember that from before. This turtle cage. The owl that Descaras has used a couple times. The one, like, sort of wedding veil looking one. And then, like, in the background behind her, we have the rope dragon, the Yatsugami she just used. Komugi running. We see the little tape here. The little, like, cartoonish ink ghost Uroro form. The mushroom one, who is probably Kinoko something, but I don't actually remember the mushroom one's name anymore. And then Ichi with the background being that flag. I guess it's maybe where they're fighting right now. Like the Bakugami flag in the background. But he's got, we see just the, again, cute little versions of Inazuri, I think. Ariadne and Uruashi. And now we're back into the normal chapter. I'm shocked he can still struggle like that. I'm honestly impressed. In fact, it's hard to believe he could manage this superhuman a feat. And we see 50, 60, which means 70. And then we get another spread here. And it looks like the mechanical parts of his body are all breaking apart. Synchro, 80%. I knew it. He isn't human anymore. What did he say? He did say that he'd augment himself to fight magics. To think it'd be this much. I knew something was off. How can he handle so much more sorrow than a normal, more than a normal human? Simple. Because there isn't much of him left that's human. He's just a mechanical monstrosity. But even he's hit his limit. He'll die never to return to his right mind. It's a far cry from the warped masterpieces Lord Worldhater creates, but you came to be because of me. You're a work of artistic tragedy. So thank you, Gokuraku, for hating me. Because right now, you're the ugliest and most tragic you could ever be. And we see a knife going in toward his chest, stabbing into him. He bleeds from the mouth. Enough. Don't insult my friend again. This was a really good scene. Again, I like how it ties into the like warped, messed up stuff that the world hater creates, but also how he did modify himself and become like this because of Bakugami and his hatred. Gokuraku is not ugly. You fool. You let your emotions get the better of you, throwing away your weapon. How do you intend to stop that monster when you're unarmed? Bakugami is your prey. Right, Gokuraku? And we're back into the inner world. Or I guess, could it be more like, I don't know if this is inner world or like an actual flashback to them talking on the roof. What's family like? How do you mean? Or I guess they could both be the same thing, really. How do you mean? Told you I made one recently, right? Oh, that intense lady you mentioned. Right, but I'm still not exactly sure I understand it. It's probably different for each person, honestly. But for me, family, it's like a big sturdy stake stuck in the ground right next to you. It's always there when you need to lean on it. If I'm tired or if I'm hurting, it's there to support me. Even if I fall flat on my face, with that stake there, I can pull myself back up again. So to me, it's like that stake. You can't ever break it. You can't ever rip it out. You can't ever let it go. It's a really, really precious thing. And we see him imagining his parents in Richia. You can't ever let it go. And he reaches out of the sorrow. And we cut to that, from that to him having broken out and tearing his body apart doing it, like preparing a punchback toward Ichi. And he's probably going to stop because Bakugami looks so happy and excited. Ichi is resolute, though, and I thought he wasn't going to move, but he dodges at the very last second. Either that, or Gokuraku purposefully missed him. Yeah, it actually looks like Gokuraku might have grabbed him with his left hand to pull him out of the way and stop him from hitting him with his right. And he's still holding on to him as he kicks the air. What? What are you doing? He's thinking about Bakugami and everything that Bakugami did. And destroying all of what's left of the tent. 10 years. No matter how much I hurt, how much I suffered, how often I puked up blood. That was my pain. I didn't give it away. I swallowed it, keeping it to myself. That stake has supported me countless times. It can't break. It can't come out. I'll never let it go. And he tears the Bakugami flag. I refuse to let you take any more from any of us. My name is Kagami Gokuraku. I'm the first prince of the country of Kagami. You will toy with the hearts and souls of my people no longer. I'm taking them back. Bakugami. Man, that gave me goosebumps, made me tear up a little bit. So good. But also, like I mentioned, incredible, amazing. When he was first introduced, I thought that Gokuraku might be like just joining the main cast. But I'm thinking there is a good chance he stays behind now with Kagami. Okay, so good. Man, that last page. Okay, well, with that aside, we got the working through of the sorrow and the trauma here. We got to see how bad it was and how much it hurt last chapter, and now this chapter working through it. And it seems like the apparatus on his back is a lot smaller than it was before. So we might be almost done with this segment of things. But we'll see. Not the arc as a whole, but like this part at least. But either way, let's continue on. 37th hunt, because I had you. No way. How's this possible? He's on the 4th orb. That's 8 years worth. How in the world did he get his sanity back through that? And he swings toward Bakugami this time. We see Bakugami drop the knife as he avoids the attack. Almost. Only 1 orb left. And then it really will be over. He picks up Ichi's knife and throws it back to him. Okay, let's go. You're sticking this out to the end, right? Ichan. Yeah. The prince is playing with magic items again? Something about making ones even men can use. I heard he even implanted one in himself. That's terrifying. He can't be right in the head. He coops himself up all day, never praying to Lord Bakugami. He hasn't one iota of faith. His royalty, he ought to devote himself both body and soul. Lord Bakugami's the one ray of hope our country has. Gokuraku Kagami is hereby declared a traitor to this country. Gokuraku, there's a reason for this, right? You must have one. Please, talk to me, I can help. If I told her the truth, she would just blame herself. I'm fine. I'll manage on my own. And again, this is gorgeous. In the same sort of way we were getting the sorrow, we're getting the backstory with the sorrow. You're an embarrassment to your country. I'll do it all myself. Traitor. I'll manage. How dare you harm Lord Bakugami? This country has lost all ability to tell reality from fantasy. Even your own family will cease to recognize you. You're nothing but one human, tiny and powerless. Yeah, that's why. Okay, I'll go with you on your hunt for Bakugami. And we have him meeting Ichi right now. I want to do something for you. You can do this. I'll have faith in you and wait, Gokuraku. That's why I was so happy when he said that to me. That's why I was so happy to have someone fight with me like this. I have family. That's why I could get back up. But then the loneliness got so bad, I couldn't even reach out to the stake. So thank you, from the bottom of my heart. Sorry, I'm tearing up. Thanks to you, I made it back home. Thanks to you, and we have his punch coming in toward Ichi's head, I'm not alone anymore. Gosh, this chapter's so good. And they're both laughing. They're both nuts. But there's only 1 orb left, and it's already that small. Oh no. And he's losing it, realizing if Gokuraku makes it through, he's done. His whole deal is done. At this rate. And again, he used up all of his sorrow with Gokuraku now. So he is totally screwed. At this rate, they really will beat my trial. But there's still a way. I gotta find a human and steal their sorrow. I can use that to recharge the orbs and buy time. Then I'll find some way to make them fail. But first a human. I just need to find one of this country's morons who has total faith in me. And he played himself. He played himself by sending the tapir, which made Descaras make the call to evacuate everybody. Huh? What the heck? Where is everyone? In calm and orderly fashion, please. The prayer chamber's this way. Lord Bakugami's been angered. Let us all pray together that they set aside their rage. Palace Great Hall. Your Majesty, all citizens from the altar down to the tourism district have been evacuated to the palace. Good. Guide as many into the palace as you can. Our thanks for your swift response, Your Majesty. And we've got the Golden Witch, whose name I'm forgetting. Something with an M, I think, right this second. We of the Mantanel Witches Association are magic experts. I guarantee your people will be safe. If this is what it takes to calm Lord Bakugami's fit of temper. Yep, as the analytic witch, I assure you that it will. You see, Lord Bakugami is currently in pain. I love Shirabedonna. I said my favorite character was Descaras, but actually, I kinda love Shirabedonna. Look, see how they've turned into that horrid-looking evil god? See? My goodness, isn't it just so terrifying? The only way to return Lord Bakugami to their regal, beautiful, and peaceful self is for everyone to get together and pray. Those damned witches. And he's starting to shrink. I can feel my strength draining away. All the sorrow I gathered is being sucked up. I'm going to lose? To those two humans. Will it really happen? Am I going to be acquired? Gokuraku? Gokuraku, where are you? And we have Richiya. And he'll probably, Gokuraku answer me, probably fail, because for these past 10 years he's been taking all of her sorrow, so there isn't anything left to take. Again, like Bakugami playing himself. This arc is so good. That first part of this chapter, I would have absolutely, if I was reading on my own, like not talking aloud, not speaking on camera, like if I didn't have that filter of like thinking about expressing myself on camera and stuff, I would have, I would have totally been crying through this. Man, the first part of this chapter is so good. And I mean the second part too. This is just really, really good stuff. This arc is great. And it's so interesting. I've been, I'm a little bit late. Right now, Iruma-kun Season 4 is airing, but I am back on Season 3. I've been watching. I started Season 3, and it's crazy because it's written by the same person, but it's just so different in terms of that being much more of a slice of life kind of growth, whereas this is more like action battle shonen. So good. Either way though, I think that was short enough that we can keep going. So let's go check out chapter 38. Chapter 38, Give Me a Hug. When was it? And we have more of a flashback to Richiya, that he started looking at me with such sad eyes. Gokuraku, answer me, let me know you're okay. She stumbles. This shaking's getting worse. I have to find him and get him to the safety of the palace fast. Help me. Oh gosh, there's still citizens out here. Are you okay? Are you hurt? And he grabs her. You did well to run to my aid, faithful princess of my country. I am the embodiment of Bakugami. My voice, do you not recognize it? Lord Bakugami. My other half has gone berserk, lashing out in rage. Left unchecked, it will destroy the country. But even gods might be saved by faith. Give me your sorrow, just as you did when we first met. My sorrow? Yes. With it, I'll be able to quiet my physical form's rage and stop its blind rampage. Save your country, just like you did 10 years ago. Again, what if she's just gonna be like, I don't have any sorrow left. Bakugami! And we have Ichi and Gokuraku making it over. Get away from my sister. He still has his sanity? What? Is that Gokuraku? Yes, look at him. That's the pitiful remnant of what was once your brother. He gave up his body, his humanity, in a futile quest for revenge. This country has birthed a monster. One-sama. And again, what if she doesn't actually end up with sorrow, but ends up with happiness, seeing, him be happy that he's finally bested Bakugami. Gokuraku, oh my gosh, isn't he such a sad sight? Doesn't it bring you pain? Look what happened to your poor brother. No, don't listen to it. It must hurt so much, you poor thing. But give me a hug and that pain will disappear. I'll make it all go away just like when your mother died. No, One-sama, do it. Give your sorrow to me, Bakugami. And she pushes him away. No. Huh? Lord Bakugami, I'm sorry, but I can't hug you. Not ever again. For years now, I felt like I had this strange hole in my chest. A hole where I used to have something important. At the same time, my brother started looking at me with really lonely eyes. I was worried. He looked so sad I wanted to help him. But I couldn't. I didn't know how. Anyone I asked for advice said the same thing. Have Lord Bakugami take his sorrow away. I couldn't do that either. For some reason it felt like something I should never do. That if I let him go, I'd lose everything for good. That thought is the last thin thread of connection we have. I've held on to it this whole time, so I'm afraid I cannot let it go. Not even for you, Lord Bakugami. My concern for my brother is mine, and I won't give it up. Not for you, or for anyone, because I am his sister. Man, these chapters have just been really emotionally good. All of them. What? Don't give me that sappy drivel, wench. Hug me, cling to me, desperate for escape. You're a frail, weak, insignificant human. How dare you turn your nose up at my blessings? You should just give me your emotions like the obedient trash you are. Then, while you all sit around smiling like vapid idiots in your painless world, I'll massacre you all and offer your corpses up to Lord World Hater. Bow to me already, I am your god. Our country needs no gods. Synchro rate 100%. And it starts to burst out of his arm. Grit your teeth, you bastard. This is gonna hurt. And he finally does it to end the chapter. All of these chapters have been incredible. The art has been amazing. There have been so many huge, gorgeous 2-page spreads. The character writing for all of the characters, I mean, especially Ichi and Gokuraku, but Ichi's been so good. All of these chapters have been incredible. And again, I love that she, all this time, had been giving up her sorrow, but the one sorrow that she refused to give up this whole time was her concern for her brother. That's the one thing she refused to give up all of this time. And other than that, she didn't, like I was saying, didn't even have sorrow to give. Incredible. Amazing stuff. But I'm going to do one more chapter. Again, we'll get half of the volume done if I do chapter 39. And the next time we can do 4, or if I want to start volume 6, I'll have volume 6 ready and we can start that. But let's do one more. Let's go for chapter 39. Alright, chapter 39 will end things here, and we see that punch connecting and the huge aftermath of it. Like the shockwave rippling past Bakugami. And it ends up blowing off Gokuraku's arm. And we see what's left of Bakugami is all misshapen, destroyed. Gokuraku falls to his knees. Well done, Gokuraku. And the sorrow breaks. And now the shackles start to fall off. How? This can't be. And he's turning in to cute little tapir form, probably. No, stop. You can't. Not to me. I'm a magic fit to stand beside them, the Lord World Hater. You can't do this to me. Stop. Please wait. Lord World Hater. And he fades into Ichi. And Ichi takes the gem. And again, I like the shape and color being tapir-like with the gem. No one will ever hug you again. This hunt is Gokuraku's victory. No. And again, I wonder what happens now with Bakugami in Ichi's possession. Does Ichi just sort of hang on to it for forever? Or do we see it again like we've seen the others within... Again, wasn't there an inner world we saw a little bit of? Do we ever see it again at all? I'm wondering. And again, obviously don't tell me. That's just me wondering how things are going to go. And we have everyone watching on through the mirrors. Deskara smiling. The tapir fading contentedly. And we have all of everyone's joy returning. We may not be around much longer, but you go on living, okay? And it's the man who was talking about his wife and child before. The two of us will wait for you in heaven. Promise me that when you come up, a long time from now, you'll bring us lots of stories. Sorry, getting emotional again. Has this been like every single chapter that I have been tearing up and would have like straight up been... If I was reading on my own, I would have been like bawling through all of this. We love you, now and forever. darling. How could I forget? And everyone's feelings are returning to them. Richiya, you may let your tears out a lot, but inside you're a dependable girl with a strong heart. As a princess and as a sister. Look after your little brother, okay? I'll always love you, Richiya. Gosh, this is so good. And then, oh man, Gokuraku's killing me. Finally you get to cry. Elder sister, I'm so glad for you. Really, really glad. Then she hugs him. And Descaras makes it back to Ichi. Ichi is crying too, seeing what family is. This is so good. These entire 5 chapters have been incredible. Just S tier. That day, after 10 long years, the people of Kagami came together as a country and cried. Absolutely amazing. And the way we see the hand on the shoulder, then the shadows, then them looking on. It's so good. And then at the very end, the gleam in Ichi's hand. Again, we had the stuff with the hand reaching out and grasping family and stuff before, but also with him now holding the Bakugami gem. It's so good. That was incredible. I feel like, for me, these 5 chapters took Ichi the Witch to another level again. Like, I was already loving it. I already thought it was great. But this was like just another step up. That was amazing. That was incredible. Cried a little bit. I mean, don't have tears running down my face or anything, but I definitely teared up like every single chapter, especially this last one. But yeah, you know, if I were reading on my own without talking, I would absolutely have been bawling. Man, that was so good. That was incredible. Amazing. And now I'm wondering, where do we go from here? How can this be topped? What's next? What new arc can we get? Next, we're probably not going to find out next time. Next time we'll probably, well, I don't know. If I read 4 or 5, we're going to make some progress. But we'll probably be wrapping this up, transitioning a bit, getting some between arc kind of stuff. But that was amazing. I love that arc. I love Gokuraku as a character. And I think the best of all were these last 5 chapters. Like, they nailed the ending to this conflict, the payoff, the resolution. They nailed it. That was so good. I will say then that, gosh, I lost my train of thought. No, I had just thought of something. Yeah, they completely nailed that resolution. But there was something I wanted to get that thought out and then move on to something else, but I completely lost what I wanted to move on and bring up. But I guess it is what it is. So, either way, is there anything else I want to discuss before ending the video? No, thought it all was great and everything. Yeah, I don't know what else I wanted to bring up. So either way, I guess there's nothing really else to do but end the video since I talked about all of this. So thank you for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. It was so good. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of these chapters, my thoughts and reaction to them. Subscribe for more Ichi the Witch, much more on the channel. Like I said, next week it might be on Friday, but I might do it on like Monday or Wednesday. No clue, no plans. We just see how everything works out. But either way, I'll be trying to do it as close to weekly as possible. So with that all aside, if you want to help support the channel by sharing or dropping a super thanks, it's really appreciated. If you want to help support the channel, get your name at the end of videos and get One Piece Bingo a bit early, you can hit join down below to become a member, or go to patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description to become a patron. Thank you so much to people who are already members and patrons. Thank you to chosen regulars Evan Hawley and Bertie Wooster, Magical Girls DD Ban and Maru, Cheriton Student, David Langstaff, Slayer Candidates, SG and Stan Cedar, and Pure Elements, Pater Real, and Elsa the Storyteller. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Can't wait to continue. Can't wait to do more. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time.